But guys, so carrying on from what we left off, so I noticed that the size of the head was a bit smaller than I would want it to be. So we need to kind of scale the head a bit more to be a bit bigger inside than it is right now. So let's go to a lower subdivision level for this, maybe even the lowest subdivision level. Then now there are few ways we can do this. If we kind of, let's say I kind of max all of this down like so, and I blow this out, then invert the max. If I scale out the head now, it's going to kind of elongate the neck also, and I don't really want that. So I think I'm just going to do more precise selection for the head, and invert this. One of the symmetry, or click on this, go to mark center, kind of reset the orientation, so it's more or less like in the center of the head. Then we can scale this out from the center, something like so. Okay, just checking the size again. I think something like this should maybe a bit more. No, that's way too much. Something more or less like this should be fine. Now the eyes we need to kind of push in place. Because it's a bit off right now. Okay, let's go to a much higher subdivision level and kind of take a better look at this. Then let's adjust the eye in place. So I'll start by scaling out the eyes like so. I don't know symmetry for this. Then I can just try and get this in place. Let's put this. Okay, so somewhere around here since just put this in a bit more like so. Select the head again, and let's just go to a much higher, another higher subdivision level for this. Right. Okay. Let's see what else can we adjust in here. There's nothing else we can adjust in here. Then we can just move on to creating the glasses for this. I think I'll need to raise the head. I'm going to raise the head a bit higher. To blow this out, invert the marks. Kind of extend the head out a bit more like so. Then the eyes will just raise the eye up to kind of meets it. Okay, that seems fine. Okay. Yeah, I think we can create some glasses for this guy now. I'm just going to try as much as possible to kind of do the entire thing inside of the brush. So the entire thing, I'll just try as much as possible to get everything done inside of the brush. Yeah, so let's find a way to kind of create the glasses for this guy. So I'm just going to start by using a plane. I'm not really going for glasses that are extremely complicated though, so I'll just start by creating. Let me just push this around here. So I'll just append a there are few ways you can do this though. Okay, let's just start by creating. There are a lot of ways you can actually do this. Let me just use, this might not be the best way to do it though, but it definitely works. So let me just squash this down. Okay, I think this scale of this should be maybe not completely fine though. So I'm just going to bring this out a bit more and use the transparency feature for this. So basically I'm just going to max out where the eye should be, rather where the glasses should be. Let's push this down a bit more. Okay. So we need a bit more subdivision level to this. So let me subdivide this a bit more. Somewhere around there should be fine. And I'll be a little lower for this. And I'm going to be using the max, the pen tool. I'm going to use the pen tool to kind of draw out the shape of the glasses out of this. So something more or less like so. Okay. I think this will work just fine. I can always reduce the size if I don't like the size of this. So let's go out of transparency, shift F, then let's just do control W on this, kind of get a poly group out of this, then control shift, click on this to separate that out, then do delete hidden. So this particular part will just max out and then just subtracted from this is around 3k polygon, but I won't even be needing this. I won't even be needing this amount of polygons on this. So I will just think I'll just go to deformation, then polish by feature. It's not really doing a good job for us, so I'll just come in here and do polish by group just to get some roundedness on the edge, and even use the move brush and kind of kind of get some sharp edge around here. Okay, followed by picture. I think this should be fine. Okay, then I need to turn on display double side. Let me just fix this a bit more and use the polish by group. So I'm going to make a duplicate of this. I'll make a duplicate just to create a backup for this. So create a duplicate for this. Then I would do a zero mesh for this piece. So I'll do a zero mesh for this piece. I'll just come to where is it? Yes, zero mesh. I'll turn up adaptive. Turn on detect edge. Keep raise. Keep group. Take down the smooth group. I think just around 2000 polygons. Then let's do zero mesh for this. Let's just give this a moment to kind of load up. Okay, let's go down a bit more. Let's click on half. Let's go half again for this. I think I believe we can still come down again. We're kind of like how we have this edge loop around it. So let's just come up a bit more, one more step. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this should be just fine. I think this will work just fine. So yeah, this will work just fine. So what I'm going to do now is just let me just extend this out a bit more. Then I would go to BZM. It should be on QMash. Okay. Let's see if there's a way to make this a bit faster. QMash. Can we select poly loop? Okay. Yes. This is exactly what I need. I don't know if I think we have double edge in there. We have double edge in here. I don't particularly want double edge in here though. So let's do this again. Let's see. Let me just tap in. Let me just tap in here. Okay. click and extrude this out. So this will be like more or less like the frame for the glass. Okay. I think it's not really affecting the back. It's not affecting the back. Let's see if we can get something out here also. Just to have a thickness around it. Let's do a bit more. Let's just get this out a bit more like so. Then I'll need to extend this out also. Still on Q match, I need to kind of get this out also. So let's think pull a flat island should be it. So I'll just extend this outward like so. Something like this should work just fine. So all we just have to do is just to add some supporting edge loops around this to kind of hold the edges a bit more. I'm not too sure about this extra edge we have in here though. So I'm just going to use let's just use the insert. BZM to be on the edge. Then let's use it's already on insert already, so let's add the an edge loop around here, around here, around here also, around here, just to hold that poly loop, just to hold those edges properly. Do the same for the back, somewhere around here, around here. I think we need to kind of isolate this. Let's add one here, add another one here, add one around here, add one around here also. So this should be fine. So if we should do a smooth for this now, let's see if we just go one subdivision level higher for this. You can see how it holds the edge properly. Let's go one subdivision level again. One more subdivision level for this. Okay, this seems to hold quite nicely. And we have this edge around here, which I'm not too sure if I want that. So let me undo this. Let's delete some of this edge. So a more preferable way to kind of do this is to kind of get them separated out. Once you have them separated out, it becomes more easier to kind of manage. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we have issues around this. Definitely issues around this. Kind of thinking of the best way to go about this and keep it very neat. So I think the best way to kind of go about this is to let me undo everything. So let's start by making a duplicate for this piece. I'll name this one glass frame. looking for I'm trying to do this a bit more in a more efficient way. So I would select BZM. I'll do the same loop around this. So poly loop. So let's do poly loop flats. The angle is kind of wrong. It's not working correctly. It's actually working on the other side. Okay, so we have this now. So what we want to do now is to Control Shift click on just this, and then Control click on this also to kind of hide this. Then let's do a delete hidden. So do a delete hidden. Okay, so now we can comfortably extrude this out. So let's do Q mesh or polygons. So I'm just going to extrude this out from the back. No, something like so. If it's something like this, should be fine. Let's go back in here and turn. Let's go out of isolate. Maybe let's even turn off this main body out a bit for now. Let's select the glass itself. Extrude this in also. Something like this should be fine. It does not have to be extremely thick though. Something like this will work just fine. So let's turn this back on. Okay. Then I'll center this. It's kind of touching the edge a bit more. So let's just shrink this in a bit more like so. Something like this should be fine. Let's kind of get this directly on the center. Select this piece, center it, and then extend it out a bit more, kind of make it a bit thicker, like so. Something more or less like this should be fine. This is a more preferable way to kind of go about this, kind of get this look and kind of feel neat. Okay, this looks fine. Then another thing we can do also, yes, let's add some. You can now add some edge loops around this. I can easily use the previous poly glue, but that will just make the edge too sharp. I don't want the edge to be too sharp, so just going to add edge loop like so. Something around here, around here. I still want to maintain some kind of roundness on the edge a bit more. Okay, yeah, this should be fine. So I'm just gonna add something, some edge loop around it, kind of hold this sharp edge a bit more. Let me do something tightly closer to it. Okay, that's fine. So I should subdivide this now. We have something like so that's a bit tighter. Something like this should be fine. Then we'll go back to the, let me just rename this to glass. Then we can add some edge loops around this. This part now we can make the edge loop a bit tighter because this part is not going to be very visible. Not going to be very visible. Let's just make this something like so. Okay, Yeah, that's fine. So we should go one subdivision level higher. That will kind of smooth things out. This is precisely what we want. So I think now we can let's make sure. Let's just make sure. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you should make this one entire. I don't know if you should make this one entire polygroup or not. Probably just leave this the way it is for now. Then let's just do a mirror and word. Mirror and word. Okay. Spoiling it. Mirror word. Or select mirror word. Okay. This is fine. So we just need one shape in the center that kind of connects these two together. So let's just use a let's start by appending, because I want this to be directly on the center. I don't know if we should use a rounded shape instead, or more squarish shape to it. Let's see if we can use cylinder. Yeah, I think we can probably use this. First, let's make sure we have some edge loops around this. So let's go to the Z modeler brush. Let's add one edge loop around here. I'm not too sure if this will work correctly though, but let's just see if at the very least it should kind of work. Because I'm still going to kind of bend this shape. So let's start by rotating this 90 degrees. Kind of get it in place. Shrink this down a bit more. Extend this out. I think we need to kind of shrink this in a bit more. Extend this out, shrink this in. Okay. Maybe something more or less like so should be fine. Okay. Then I'm going to use let me just flip it the other way. Then I'm going to use the bend curve. I'll change the rotation for this curve to, no, that is wrong. Okay, yes, it should be on the green. This is precisely what I want. Then let's increase this. Let's increase the curve resolution for this. And I'll come from the top view. Let's reduce the resolution down. And I'll just move this out like so. Don't know how much of this I will need though. like so. This feels just about right. I think there's a symmetry. Let's turn symmetry on. I think I'll push this in. Let's get this around here. Don't want so much of this poking out though. So I think we might need a bit more resolution to hold this. Okay. I think this should be fine. So I'll click on accept. Centered. No. Let's extend this out like so. Yeah, this will work just fine. So for now, I'm not really looking at reference to kind of get this extremely accurate. I'm just trying to just create something that just looks close enough. Doesn't need to be completely and absolutely accurate. Let's move this in. Okay. Right, so let's kind of think I need to group all of put this in a group though. Or just merge all of them down into one single piece. But I'm just trying to figure out the length for just figure out the length for this. Let's see if this okay. This looks fine. Yes. I think the gap in between them is just too much. Let's just start by fixing it from this. I might need to merge these two down. So let's just merge these two down. So they are one single piece now. For marks. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Turn on symmetry for this. Kind of push this a bit closer. Like so. Get this slightly closer around here. Then this piece you just push back in. Okay. So I'm just gonna shrink this. I will need to push these two in. Let's just use the move brush and then just kind of push this back in like so. Rotate this out a bit more. Get this in here. Yeah, I think I moved that way too much. So I'm undoing that. Let me just do it again. Okay, so it should be fine. I think we're in a good spot now, so I can kind of average the length of this on the side. So I think I'm still going to use the let's just use the same let's just use a plane again for this. So append plane. Let's make sure double sided is turned on. So I want to do this on the left, so I want to do this on the left instead. Do this on the left instead. So I'll just rotate this, holding down shift to rotate this like 90 degrees, shrink this down. Let's get this around here, up here. Kind of get the, let's get the average size for this. This is way too long. I think somewhere, yeah, somewhere around here should be fine. This size should be fine. Let's see the thickness for this. Something around here. So we can start adjusting this now. So let me just, we can start manipulating this now. So let's see. I'll prefer to just kind of cut out the shape instead. So let me extend this out again, because I might spend a bit more time trying to. I'm not sure now. Let's just see. Let's see if we can. So I'm going to make a duplicate for this instead. So let's make a duplicate for this instead. Now hide this piece. Take down the size of the move brush and then start adjusting this. I can't really smooth the edge. That's the problem. I'm just going to smooth the edge. This is rather odd. And this is what I'm trying to avoid. Like adjusting the edge becomes a bit difficult. Becomes slightly difficult. That's I wanted to just kind of paint out where I want it to be. So I think better still I will just do, let's just try as much as possible to kind of force this to look like the shape. It feels weird on the other side. It definitely feels weird on the other side. Take a more preferable option is just to, let's subdivide this a bit more. Probably we'll have more resolution now to kind of work with. Yeah, we do have a bit more resolution now to work with. You just extend this down a bit more like so. Just moving itself up way too much. Let's just get this a bit more like this. Okay, it should be more or less fine. Then we can modify this a bit more. I'm not really going for something perfect in here. Okay. I think we can add a curve on the edge. Yeah, it's just moving a bit off. Let's just see if we. Oh, I think a better way to do this is to use the bend curve for this. But should we use it now after I've done the zero match? That's just what I'm trying to figure out right now. Let's just get this in first. I'm just going to delete the highest kind of delete the lower subdivision level for this. Okay. So let's just use the bend curves. I have like enough polygons on this to kind of bend this properly. Okay. So the axis should be on the red, which is the what is this? Which axis is this? Okay, it's actually on the x-axis. So I'm going to take this down. No, I need a bit more. Let's make sure symmetry is turned off. There's that symmetry. Make sure symmetry is turned off. And from the top view, I'm just going to bend this way. Probably need a bit more. So something like this should be more or less fine. Yeah, something like this should be just fine. Let me just extend this out a bit more like so. Let me do this from this angle instead, so I get something a bit more straight, something like so. So I think this should be fine. Then I think we can do a zero match for this now. Maybe let's make sure we click on accept. Extend this out a bit more like so. Click on this one. I think maybe shrink this in like so. Okay, if the lens is way too much, something like so. This should be up a bit higher, like around here. Okay, just now need to extend this down a bit more. Smooth this out. Okay, so let's just do zero match for this now. Turn up adaptive, detected, keep crease, keep groups, turn up smooth group. Let's go down to somewhere around 3000 polygons. So zero match, let's see what this gives us. Yeah, I think we need to go up on this again. This part, there's something weird about this part. This part looks really weird. Yeah, it definitely looks weird. So undo that, and then I'm going to max out all this part, invert the max. Let's use the deformation. Turn off these dots. Let's do this a bit more just to get something smooth in here. So this still feels odd. That part still feels odd. Let's do polish by features. Let's try polish clips edge. Okay. Let me just make some adjustment to this. Then let's do a mesh again. Okay, so now we have something, but this still feels weird. This part still feels really weird. Let's go up again on this. Up again on this. You can see the issue in here around here. Issues around here. Let's see if let's max out all these parts, invert the max. Let's do polish by groups again. Because it only gets worse. There's some issues around here that I need to fix. Let me just undo all of this back to the original shape. So I'm going to use going to use the thing. This is the slice curve. And just cut out this problematic side of. So that'll give it a separate poly group. So you can just come to click on this. That should erase that. Then we'll do delete hidden. Delete hidden. You can use the polish by group to kind of get this back in like so. I think now we can safely, let me just check this again. There's some weirdness around here. Some weirdness around. There's something here that we need to kind of erase completely. Still some issues here. Let's see if the Dynamatch feature should work and kind of help us clean that up. Okay, that's way too low res. Getting weird results. No. No, we just have to fix this before moving on. Unless we're going to be having a lot of issues. Then you just max out. This is the max last one, kind of max out that region. Over the max. Let's do a polish in there. Okay. Consider sharp edging. Let's see if double sided is turned on this. Actually turned on. Consider this bent edge here. I'm just gonna get this fixed. Let's see if we can use the slice curve again. I just need to make sure it's no longer showing. Okay, let's do delete again. Mark all of this. Mark this side out, then let's do a polish by group again. Let's try polish by features for now. I need to use the move blocks, kind of move things in place a bit more. You just kind of get this down. So we kind of have a better transition around this. Let's do a polish by group again. I think we have eliminated that issue. The issue has been eliminated, and I think we can safely do a zero match for this now. So zero match. Let's turn this off. Okay. So these are problems that you just have to fix, because if you don't fix them, they're going to be an issue for you when you're trying to do UVs for them. So now I think we have a cleaner edge around this. Let's go up. I think this one, yeah, there's an issue here. An issue around here. Let's do same. And do that. I think there's something here I need to fix here. There's something here I need to fix. You just kind of want to make sure everything is working accurately as it should. Let me do this again. Let's turn off key groups, and let's do the same again. So Control Shift, click on this, and let's do it, delete it, and just to be on the safe side. Okay, there's nothing hidden to be deleted. Okay, let's go up of this again. Let's do same. Yeah, this looks better now. Yeah, this is slightly better. Okay. So another thing we need to do is just to make sure this bends nicely in here. Let's get this somewhere around here. Then we can do an extrude for this. So now let's extrude this out. So P, I think I'll okay BZM. I need to delete some of these edges. Let's do delete. So I'm going to delete this edge loop. Why is not deleting? Edge loop complete. Okay. Okay. And I'll kind of create and insert and kind of make this edge a bit, not insert, I'll kind of create kind of tighter edge around here. So if I should control, that is the strangest thing, something is weird in there. There's still an issue in here. auto group by normal. Control Shift click, delete hidden. Okay. Let's just control D now. Let's see now. See there's a lot of issues in here. Definitely a lot of issues in here. Yeah, the issue that we could not fix previously is still in here. Yeah, it's really problematic. I might just use the other option instead. Because this is just extra edge that I don't need. Give me a lot of issues. So let's try something else. Let's try edge loop partially hidden. Oh. So this is not going to work. This particular mesh itself has a lot of issues that you might not be able to fix completely. So I'm just going to extend this out instead. Go right over isolation mode. Put this around here. Now subdivide this a few times. Let me just do duplicate for this again. Then I'll subdivide this a few times. So I don't think enough resolution to kind of little lower to kind of marks out where the shape should be. So I think I can isolate this now. So I'm going to use the max pen. Okay, let's start with rectangle-ish. Let's start with rectangle. So I'll start with this just to get a straight line on this shape. Somewhere around here, like so. Made too much. Something like this. Then you can now do something like so. Okay. Let's make it a bit more precise around here. Okay. Then Control W to give that a different. And let me undo that. I think this part is a bit excessive. Okay. So Control W again. So now we can do a delete hidden. I think this should work. It should work better. I'll do a deformation. Let's do polish by groups. Just to tighten up the edges a bit more. Then bend curve. Let's add the curve around here. Something like so. Maybe too much. Offsets. And now we can do, let's just do a duplicate for this. So I'm going to delete this piece because this one is just completely messed up. So I will duplicate for this instead, and then I would let's do this now. We can do a zero match for this. Take edge, keep crease, turn up adaptive. Okay, but first let's just do a quick save. Let me check if make sure there are no issues around here. So let's go half. Let's go up again. Up again. Okay. Maybe up one more time. Okay. I think this should work. I think there are no issues around here. We should add one subdivision level to it. Now we have no issues around this. This one seems to be working just fine apart from this edge. Something weird happening here. So I'm going to be okay. Let's just use the slice curve and just slice this. Just slice something a bit thin in here. Then Control Shift click on this. Then I'll do delete it. Then that should cut that. That should cut that red part off. Okay. So now if you subdivide again, now you can't find that issue there anymore. That's fine. So make sure double side is turned on in here. Okay. I think we're not having any of those weird issues like we did before. This is fine. Okay. So now we can add some thickness to this. So let's make sure it's in the right place first. It's just jumping out of place way too much. Okay. So BZM. Delete IR. Let's add some thickness to this. Yes, pretty much all polygons. Just gonna compare this thickness to what we have here. Probably need a bit more. So something around here should be probably a bit more. Okay, something like this should be fine. Isolate this. Let's add some edge loop around this. Okay, then add another edge loop around here. I think this should be just fine. I think now we can just mirror this to the other side. So just do a mirror and wedge. Okay. Now obviously we just kind of rotate this down a bit more, but for now this looks fine. So let's just merge this. Let me just shoot all of this up. Hold down shift and just click on this arrow edge. That will just send this up. And I think we can merge this down. Merge down. Merge down. So the entire glass now should be just one single piece. And we can rotate it this way. This somewhere like so. First use the move brush and then make some adjustments to this if you want to. Maybe bend this down. The symmetry is done, that's completely fine. We'll do something like this. Then we'll do a quick save. Then the next lesson we'll just go on and carry on and then continue to kind of create some more assets for the entire piece. Maybe in the next lesson we're going to be working on the trousers instead. So I'll see you in the next lesson.